Hello everyone and welcome to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you my each way picks for tomorrow's horse racing action. We'll get into those in a minute, but I just want to say it was a really good day for us in the end. We had two winners. We had Fit for Function, who was put up here last night at 13-2. It was very well gambled throughout the day, and our other selection came in the final race at Dundalk, where we had La Quinte. That was put up at 3-1, and again, like our other selection, was well found in the market. So we had two winners from our each way Lucky 15. We had a placed effort in the shape of Boviak, who finished third over at Mooney Valley early this morning, and then our other selection was part of the voided race at Dundalk, where the jockey Gavin Ryan was unseated from his horse, and in the end they had to call a halt to the race whilst he was receiving medical attention. So that's what happened there, and hopefully we can continue the form into tomorrow's racing, where we're going to be focusing in Ireland and also as well have a couple of selections in South Africa, and that's where we go for the opening leg tomorrow in the 1 o'clock at Durbanville with a horse called Pippielangkous. I think that's how you pronounce it. 2-1 with bookmakers at the moment, and this horse is trained by Paul Rees, and Keegan DeMilo's but for the ride. Now this horse is the only filly, I believe, in this race tomorrow, and that's an interesting angle. She's not going to be running against her own sex, and she won very well last time out, where she beat quite a few of these rivals comprehensively. And I think with connections putting her in this race, they obviously expect a big run from her, and at 2-1 I'm willing to take a chance there as our opening leg tomorrow, and that's going to be the first bet. We then go to the second leg, where we're going over to Ireland to the 240 at Thurles. All these races, or 5 of them anyway, are going to be shown on ITV tomorrow, so if you don't get racing TV at home or any other racing channel service, yeah, you'll be able to see these on terrestrial broadcasting. Now, in the 240 tomorrow, my strongest selection, I should say, is Johnny Little Legs. He's around about 4-1 chance. 5 places are paying out with Skybet and William Hill, so if you can get them for the each way Lucky 15, I would do that. Trained by Sean O'Brien, and I believe it's his owner, Mark McDonough, claims a handy £7 off the horse's back tomorrow, so that's an interesting jockey book in there. He finished a good second last time out at Thurles behind a horse called Chalky White. Now this horse, Chalky White, went on to run in a higher graded race at Wexford earlier this week and finished second in that company, so off his mark of 93, I think he's very well treated, and especially with a £7 claim as well, that's looking good at the weight. So for me, I think he's a good bet, and he probably would be my nap of the day. We then go to the 245, not too long, back to Durbanville for the South African action with a horse called Owls My Daddy. This horse is currently 2-1 with bookmakers at the moment, and is trained by Adam Marcus, and Craig Zaki is booked for the ride tomorrow. Now this horse won very impressively, winning by 2 lengths at Kenilworth last time out, and in that race he beat a horse called Ronaldo, who finished second. That horse Ronaldo went on to run at Kenilworth next time out and ran very well in a very warm handicap, and there's not going to be much between them at the weights tomorrow, and if the same result happens as it did last time for Owls My Daddy, I think he's definitely worth siding with here, and he's 2-1 with bookmakers at the moment. I think he could go off easily even money tomorrow, and I think he's got a solid chance. We then go back to Ireland for the 330 at Thurles with a horse called At Your Ease in the colours of JP McManus, trained by Tony Moore, and Donna Myler is booked for the ride tomorrow. Now this horse, he was quite well back last time out at 5-1 in the market, considering he was making his first appearance for nearly a year, and I think he's got a bit more scope to give really, and he was entitled to need that run. You go back through some of his form, he's won over hurdles before, and a lot of it's come on better ground, and there's going to be dry weather coming across Ireland in the next 24 hours or so, so the ground should get a bit drier. And I just thought tomorrow, he's a double figure price. Again, you can get 5 places with the likes of Skybet and William Hill. He's got a good chance of making the frame. I think they just ran him for a good blowout last time. He was always out the back, and I know he's well beaten, but I think that they really just wanted to get a run into him, and they probably had later targets in mind for him down the line, and I think he's got a good chance of going close tomorrow and making the frame. So for me, at a double figure price, I thought At Your Ease could be our long shot of the day. So that's our each way Lucky 15 tips for tomorrow's horse racing action. There won't be a video for Sunday, but I will put a nap and a next best on my Twitter feed. And if you don't follow me on Twitter already, my handle is @LuckyLoaders15, and there'll be a link to it in the description box below, and also as well for all the selections tomorrow. So that's all I got to say. Also as well, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel here @LuckyLoaders15. Please gamble responsibly, and we'll be seeing you soon.